Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Math, grade 7. Today we want to learn convert unit rates. Convert unit rates. What's the meaning of convert unit rates and why we need to learn this idea? Convert rates using unit rates and dimensional analysis. What's the meaning of dimensional analysis? Dimensional analysis means the process of including unit of measures as factors when you compute. So what's the meaning of dimensional analysis? The process.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, Ustad.
Including wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So what's the meaning of dimensional analysis? The process of including unit of measure as factors when we compute. And you know what's the meaning of unit rate? Unit rate is one in which the denominator is 1 unit. For example, we have here 12 inches in numerator and 1 foot in denominator. When we see here down 1 means we have here unit rate. So see with me now this video.
Steve and Dave use eToro to invest in the financial markets. Steve does research on global investment opportunities.
Chapter 1, Lesson 3, Convert Unit Rates. You may want to consider having a calculator handy for you for this lesson. The relationships among some commonly used customary and metric units of measures are shown in the table below. So 12 inches equals a foot, 16 inches equals a pound, 8 pints to the gallon, etc. These are just some commonly used metric units. There are others that you may know that aren't on this list. Each of the relationships can be written as unit ratios. Remember, in a unit ratio, the denominator is 1. So like a unit rate, a unit ratio has the unit of 1 in the denominator, but in this case, they're different units. So 12 inches per 1 foot, 12 inches equals 1 foot. 16 ounces per pound, 16 ounces equals 1 pound. 100 centimeters per meter, 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So although it doesn't look like it, the numerator and the denominator are equal. 12 inches equals 1 foot. The value of each ratio is therefore 1 because any number divided by itself is 1. So just something a little different to think about. You can convert one rate to an equivalent rate by multiplying by a unit ratio or its reciprocal. When you convert unit rates, you include the units in your computation. This process of including units of measures as factors when you compute is called dimensional analysis. Letter A. A remote control car travels at a rate at 10 feet per second. How many inches per second is this? So the first thing I'm going to do is write 10 feet per second as a fraction. So we have 10 feet per 1 second. And you must write your units. We want to convert it to inches per second. Now the seconds doesn't change, but the feet changes to inches. So that right there tells me what I need to change. I need to get rid of feet because it's going to become inches. So if we look back at our table, a little too far there. If we look back at our table, 12 inches equals 1 foot. Okay, so I know I'm going to use 12 inches equals 1 foot, but the question is what goes where in our new fraction? Because I want to get rid of feet, and feet is in the numerator here, I'm going to put feet in the denominator. Because what happens is those feet will cancel out. Just like any number divided by itself is 1, any unit divided by itself is 1, or in other words, cancels out. If feet is on the bottom, inches would be on top. And I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So 12 goes with the inches, and 1 goes with the foot. From here, all we need to do is multiply. 10 times 12 is 120. 1 times 1 is 1. The unit left on top is inches, so I'll carry it over. And the unit in the denominator is seconds. The last step.
Listen here to this example. Here we want to convert from 10 feet per second to the inches per second. As you see, here we have second and here we have second, no change. But here we have feet, here we have inches. So we want to convert from feet to inches, As you know, each 1 feet equal 12 inches. So right here, the first sentence here write as a rect, write as a unit rect. So we have here 10 feet per 1 second. So I can write 10 feet and down here 1 second. So I want to convert to the inches. So each 1 feet equal 12 inches. Each 1 feet equal 12 inches. As you see here, up we have feet, and here down we have feet. The same unit. I can cancel feet up with feet down. When we have the same unit up and the same unit down, we can cancel the unit up with the unit down. So cancel ft up and ft down. Now we have here up, we have here 10, and here we have 12. And the operation here multiplication. So do now 10 multiplied by 12. 10 multiplied by 12 will be 120. And the unit will be what? Will be inch. And here down, here we have 1 times 1 equal 1 second. Continue.
Is to divide 120 divided by 1, which is 120, and our units are inches per second. So we just converted 10 feet per second into inches per second, 120. Let's try another one with a couple steps. Marvin walks at a speed at 7 feet per second. How many feet per hour is this? So what we're changing is seconds into hours. However, we can't go from seconds to hours just like that. We have to first go from seconds to minutes and then minutes to hours. I don't know how many seconds are in an hour, but I can tell you how many seconds are in a minute and how many minutes are in an hour. So here we're actually going to do a couple steps. First things first, we need to change seconds. Since seconds is in the denominator, I'm going to put it in the numerator. Now, again, we can't change it right to hours, so the first thing I'm going to do is change it to minutes. The seconds will cancel out, which is exactly what I want. And I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So now we need to change our minutes because we still need hours. So because I'm changing that, minutes is in the denominator, I'm going to put it in the numerator. And I can go from minutes to hours, and that'll get rid of our minutes. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Now the units I have left are feet and hours, which is exactly what I want. Now we can multiply. On your calculator, multiply 7 times 60 times 60. You get 25,200 over 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Divide, and you still get the same answer of 25,200 And our units, feet per hour.
Okay, listen here to this example. Here we have 7 feet per second. 7 feet per second. We want to convert to the feet per hour. To the feet per hour. As you see, here we have feet, here we have feet. No change in this unit. But here we have second, here we have hour. Here we have change. Here we have change. We want to change from second to hour. I cannot directly to change from second to hour. I can change from second to minute, then from minute to the hour. As you know, from second to the minute we have 60, and then from minute to the hour we have 60. So go to the first sentence here and write this sentence as a unit rate. 7 feet per second. 7 feet per second. I can write here 7 feet per second over 1 second. Now, we want to change from second to the hour. We want to change at the first from second to the minute, then from minute to the hour. So, each 1 second equal, each 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Each 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Here we have second up and here we have second down. I can cancel this unit with this unit because the same unit. So now we have here 60 over 1 minute. Now each 1 minute equals 60. Now each 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Each 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Now we have here down minute and up minute. We can cancel minute with the minute. Look now, up we have 7 times 60 times 60. Up we have 7 times 60 times 60 equal 25,200. 25,200. And down we have here 1 times 1 times 1 equal 1. Now the unit up we have feet. Up we have feet. And the unit down we have hour. So the last answer here we have 25,200 feet per hour. Continue.
Letter C. An Amtrak train travels at 125 miles per hour. Convert the speed to miles per minute. Hour to minute. Round to the nearest tenth. That's important because we know we want a decimal. So here we go. I want to change hours to minutes. Since I'm changing hours and it's in the denominator, I'm going to place it in the numerator. I'm changing hours to minutes, and I can go right there. That's simple. So the hours cancel, which is exactly what I want, and I'm left with miles and minutes. Well, there are 60 minutes in an hour, so make sure you place the 60 next to the minute label and the 1 next to the hour label. Multiply across. 125 times 1 is 125, and 1 times 60 is 60. Who wants a decimal? 60 goes into 125 twice, which is 120. Subtract and get 5. Add a decimal point. 60 cannot go into 50. Add another 0. 60 goes into 500 8 times, which is 480. And we're going to stop right there. I need to round to the tens place, so you need to go one more. We found the next digit, which was 8. So find your place, look next door, 5 or greater, add 1 more. So it's 2.1 miles per minute.
Listen to this example. Here we want to convert from 125 miles per hour to the miles per minute. Here miles, no change here. But here hour, here minute. We want to change from hour to minute. We're going to change from hour to minute. So go to the first sentence here, 125 miles per hour, and write the unit rate. Write the unit rate. So I can write 125 miles per 1 hour. Per 1 hour. Now we want to change it from hour to minute. Each 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Each 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Cancel hour up with hour down. So now we have here 1 and here we have 60 minutes. Now here we have 125 miles times 1 equal 125 miles. And down here we have 1 times 60 minutes equals 60 minutes. So the last answer now, 125 divided by 60 equal 2.1 mile per minute. Mile per minute. Continue.
Letter D. The swordfish can swim at a rate of 60 miles per hour. How many feet per hour is this? It gives us the conversion right here, but it is in your chart. We are changing from miles to feet because I need to get rid of miles, and it's in the numerator. I'm going to put miles in the denominator and feet in the numerator. There are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. The miles cancel, and now we multiply. 60 times 5,280 is 316,800. The denominator is 1. Divide it out. 316,800 feet per hour. Again, we've got feet on top, hour on the bottom.
Here we have 60 miles per hour and here feet per hours. No change in the hour. The change between miles and feet. So go to the first sentence, 60 miles per hour, and write the unit rate. So we can write here 60 miles per 1 hour. And each mile equal 5,280 feet. So right here, each mile equal 5,280. Now, down we have mile and up we have mile. Cancel mile with mile. Now multiply 60 times 5,280 will be 316,800. And here down we have 1 equal 1.
السلام عليكم مستر رسالة مهداف من هذا.
316,800 feet per hour. Feet per hour. So, for example, convert rates. Our lesson is convert rates. With what rate are we starting? Feet per second. To what rate must we convert? Inches per second. So, in this example, we have feet per second and we want to convert to the inches per second. As you see, here we have second, here we have second. No change in the second. The change here between feet and inches. And remember, to convert from feet to inches, what conversion should we use? Each 1 feet equal 12 inch. Each 1 feet equal 12 inch. So, the first step, write as a unit rate. Why do we use the ratio? Each 1 feet here equal 12 inch. Instead of the ratio, each 1 feet equal 12 inch. So we need to divide out common units, so we choose the ratio that has feet in the denominator. How can we determine if the answer is responsible? Simple answer, the numerical value for a rate of inches per second will be greater than the numerical value for a rate of feet per second, because inches are a smaller unit. Since there are 12 inches in 1 foot, and 10 times 12 will be 120. So the answer is responsible. The second example here. With what rate are we starting? Suppose we have here feet per second, and here to what rate must we convert? We want to convert to feet per hour. No change in the feet, the change in the between second and hour. To convert from second to hour, what we need?
Mister, I didn't understand.
Okay. The first convert from seconds to minutes, then convert from minutes to hours. As you know, from second to hour, we have at the middle the minute. So if you want to convert from second to the hour, convert at the first to the minute, then convert from minute to the hour. So why do we use the ratio? Each 1 minute, as you know, each 1 minute equal what? Equal 60 seconds. So instead of the ratio, so 1 minute equals 60 seconds. We need to divide out common units. So we choose the ratio that has second in the numerator. So how could we convert 25,200 feet per hour to yards per hour? As you see here, the change from feet to yard, At the first step, go to the sentence 25,200 feet per hour and write the unit rate. So write here 25,200 feet per 1 hour. Then how to change from feet to yard? As you know, each 1 yard equal 3 feet. Each 1 yard equal 3 feet. So now I have feet up and feet down. Cancel feet up with feet down. So we have now 25,200 times 1 divide by 3. Divide by 3. The answer will be 8,400 yards per 1 hour. Per 1 hour. Okay. Now prepare your notebook or any paper and try to work with me.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله محمد.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أستاذ نكتب معاك.
The first example, just listen. The second example, inshallah, we will do it together. Okay, listen here. Look to the first sentence. What I have here? I have 660 feet per minute. Feet per minute. At the first step, what I do? Write this sentence as a unit rate. So use the fraction. Up we will write 600 feet, and down per minute, per 1 minute. 1 minute. So what I do now, the first sentence here change to the unit rate. Then I want to convert from feet per minute to the feet per second, to the feet per second. Right. No change in the feet. No change in the feet. The change just where? Between minute and second. Between minute and second. Right. As you know, each one minute equals 60 seconds. Each 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So put here the big unit up. Each 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 60 seconds. As you see here, we have minute up and minute down. We have minute up and minute down. We can cancel minute up with minute down. So the answer will be now. $660 feet times 1 will be 660 feet. And down, 1 times 60 seconds, 60 seconds. Then divide now, 660 divided by 60 will be 11. And here we have up FT, and down we have second. So right here, per second. So the last answer now, 11 feet per second. Do you have any question here? Do you have any question here? Clear for all?
Mr. How we put the 60?
How we change to the 60?
Yeah.
What is the relationship between the minute and the second? What is the relationship between minute and second? Each 1
All
minute.
of them are 60.
Yes, each 1 minute equal what? 60 seconds. Each 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So I use 60 to change from minute to the second. Okay, Hamad?
Okay, Mr. Thank you.
Mister, I have a question. Mister, in the first example, when you put 600 feet at 8 unit, and the solution was 11. How, Mister, you get 11?
We have 660 divided by 60. 66 divided by 6 will be what? Will be 11. 66 divided by 6 will be what? Will be 11. And cancel 0 with 0. So the last answer will be 11. Okay?
Okay, then.
Okay. Listen here to this example now. Please write this example in your notebook and try to solve it. Try to solve it. We want to convert from 25 mile per hour, from 25 mile per hour to the feet per second, to the feet per second. So here we have a change between mile and feet. Here we have a change between mile and feet, and we have a change between hour and second, and we have a change between hour and second. Try to solve it, please.
مستر أنا عرفت الجواب.
Yes.
16,500 feet.
Okay, thank you.
Mister, I know the answer.
Right. What the question now? What is the relationship between mile and feet?
16.
Mr. I know.
Yes, tell me.
2,208.
Between mile and feet.
Mile and foot.
Between. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Sir.
Right.
Mister, 1/300.
Yes. Yes, tell me. What is the relationship between mile and feet? خلي المايك على ميوت بليز. الآن أنا سؤالي للجميع، ما هي العلاقة بين المايل والفيت؟ الجميع يبحث عن الموضوع. يلا معنا 1 دقيقة.
أستاذ شو العلاقة بين المايل وشو؟
والفيت فوت القدم. ابحث يلا، ابحث بسرعة واعطيني الجواب. الكل يشتغل.
Mister, I know.
Yes, tell me.
1 mile is equal to 520 feet. To convert miles to feet, multiply the mile by
Repeat please. 500.
5,220.
5,220 or 280.
280.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Multiply the mile value by 280. For example, to convert 1.5 miles to feet, multiply 1.5 by 5,280. That makes 7,920 feet. Is 1.5 miles.
Okay, great. Right. Listen here. The first verse here, the first sentence, we have 25 mile per hour. The first step, write as a unit. So write 25 mile per 1 hour. I want to change from mile to the feet, and from hour to the second, and from hour to the second. From hour to the second, change from hour to the minute, then from minute to the second. هلا each 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 60 minutes. I can cancel now.
أستاذ
hour.
عندي سؤال.
بس لحظة خليني أكمل، بس أعطيني ثواني. إذا راح نكنسل hour with hour. Now, I want to change from minute to the second. Each 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So cancel minute with minute. Minute up with minute down. Okay. Now I can change now from hour to the second. Now the second change from mile to the feet. From mile to the feet. Here we have mile. So I can write here 5,280 feet. Each 1 mile equal 5,280. Right. Here we have mile and here we have mile. So I can change here. I can cancel here mile with mile. Mile up with mile down. Now, the last answer now. Up, as you see here, we have 25 times 1, 25 times 1, 25. Now, 25 times 5,280. We can use calculator now to know the answer. 25 times 5,280 will be 132,000 feet. Down we have 1 times 60 times 60 times 1 means we have 60 times 60 3,600, and the unit second. Now divide. We can use calculator now. Divide 132,000 by 3,600. The answer 440 feet ft per second. Now, who has a question? Tell me. Who has a question now?
مستر ويت
No one is
رايت this.
نعم.
مستر بس يوم نخلص الحصة أقدر أعيدها يعني مرة مرتين أو 3 مرات.
الحصة مسجلة بإمكانك تعيدها قد ما بدك، شوفها مرة ومرتين وثلاثة، وإذا لك أي سؤال اسألني على الواتساب ما في مشكلة.
أوكي.
طيب. ما في سؤال؟ طيب، الله يعطيكم العافية.
مستر
تفضل.
شكرا أستاذ.
مستر آخر سؤال بس فيك ترجع للمسألة؟
والله انمسحت يا ميلاد، وخلص وقت الحصة صارت 48.
اوكي
فأنا بس بدي منكم بس ادخلوا باكرا على الحصة، ادخلوا باكرا الله يرضى عليكم على الحصة. في طلاب عم يدخلوا في نهاية الحصة، الحكي ما بصير، لازم تدخل من بداية الحصة، تمام؟
سلام مستر.
فميلاد بعث لي سؤالك على الواتساب وبجاوبك إن شاء الله.
خلاص اوكي مستر اوكي.
مستر أنا هزاع.
الحصة. طيب. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
مع السلامة مستر.
السلام.
مع السلامة. أستاذ أنا محمد عمر موجود. مع السلامة أستاذ أنا موسى. الو هلا وصل الو